Buenas noches. How's everyone? Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Good evening. Good night. What is up? Gonna give the chat a couple of minutes to get some people rolling in. Can I get a audio check from anyone who's in the chat? An audio check. Microphone check 1 2. Microphone. I hear you. Ethan C. What's up, man? Don't recognize that name. Arellano 710. It's good. I do recognize that name. Marquise Reed. Yo, what's up, man? Oh, man. We got to link up, dude. I got to see that Celica of yours. I actually got to go get my stock exhaust put back on. I have an appointment on Tuesday going to my muffler guy. He's going to help me put my stock exhaust back on because I got to get my V6 Celica smogged before November because I don't have legal exhaust on it. I actually have the OBX unequal length headers, and that's obviously not carb legal, so we got to swap that out. But when he did my exhaust, he didn't really, I guess, fix up the stock exhaust because we were running out of time, and I just told him, hey, I just want the car back because I gotta take it to get painted. So he was just like, okay, I'll finish your OBX system and then just bring it back before your smog, and we'll get your OEM set up back on. See the Venom. Hey, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Well, actually, I did see you on the last stream, but usually you come in towards the end. I don't have my cousin playing video games right now, so he's actually taking a couple of online classes, so he's going to be staying um, at his place. He's not going to be staying at my place for the winter, or I guess for the fall semester. So yeah, he's not going to be playing video games, and sadly, sadly, I guess my GameCube memory card, for some weird reason, I don't know why. Um, for some weird reason, the stuff, half of the games saved on my memory card got corrupted. Like, we tried loading Resident Evil 4, and it detects the save file. It'll see the save file, but when we try to load it, it says save file is corrupted. You need to reformat your memory card and start all over, pretty much. And he got kind of disappointed because he was already done through disc 1 and he was already starting disc 2. So yeah, he said he wasn't gonna try that again. That he's gonna wait till, I guess, Resident Evil 4 is getting another remake for like the millionth time, or not a remake, but like, I guess, a re-release, because Resident Evil 4 has been like re-released a billion times, and it's pretty much on every console out there, if I'm not mistaken. First, it was on the Nintendo GameCube, which is actually a shocker. Then PS2, and so on and so forth. Resident Evil 4 has been on pretty much every home console, even on the phone, I believe. Prince, we all miss your cousin. Yeah, I kind of miss him too. He's I like watching him play video games. He's really addicted to Dead by Daylight. Like, he's actually really good at that. I believe his TikTok is as Real King 10, if I'm not mistaken. He uploads some TikTok videos on there. So if you guys want to give him a, I guess, a follow, go check his content out. Duck Vision, sup, bro? Yo, what's up? Yo, is that Mitch? Who's Mitch? Yeah, sorry. Just started school and work has kept me busy and hardly have time to get on. Yeah, dude. School, man. School and work was probably one of the hardest things in my life to do back when I was doing that. I think it was around 2015 and 2016. I was getting up at around 6:30 a.m., get ready, get dressed, take a shower, go to school at 7, and then I would take a I would take two automotive classes, which are equivalent to 6 units, and that would be from 7 to like noon. So this is like half day of school. So technically, 6 units equals 12, which makes you a full time student at college. So I would do that. I would then go home, take like 30-minute break, get myself ready, change myself, maybe have some lunch. If not, then if I don't have time for lunch, then I usually pick some fast food on my way to work, and then I would drive from Stockton to Concord 1 hour to my job round one. Which obviously, if you guys are into the Japanese arcade scene, it's basically a family entertainment center with bowling, billiards, big arcade games and stuff. And they had just built the one in Concord, so I was like so stoked. I never had a paycheck paying job, so this was my pretty much my first job where I was getting paid with a check, and I was doing that for about a year or so. So that was like a lot of commuting back and forth, and it was putting a toll on my health. Honestly, it was very, very hard. Um, I would clock in at around 2, so then add your 8 hours. I would be getting out like around 10:30, and if it was a busy night, they would make me stay overtime. And obviously, the 1 hour drive back home, I wouldn't get home till like 11 or sometimes midnight. I would go to sleep and repeat the same shit over and over again. So I didn't have a social life. I didn't have a social life all of like 2015 and 16 outside of school and work. So yeah, school and work combined really puts a toll on you. Hopefully yours is a little bit easier than what I had to deal with back in the day. But thankfully, I'm not thankfully, I guess, but I guess turn of events of my life, I ended up having surgery on my knee, so I had to leave my job, or I pretty much got fired, but I had already left. So I don't know how they could fire you when you had already left, but that's the least of the worries. It's a remaster completely, like from the ground up. Have you seen the trailer for it? It looks really good. See the Venom. I've seen one of the trailers that they showed. I think it was the VR one, where you would like click to go forward, and it would teleport you. The screen would just move forward. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about or the one I'm talking about. I don't know if that's the re-release or is that a VR and then they're also making a re-release. Like I haven't seen the re-release trailer if that's what you're talking about. Prince, Rona hit me for a good 3 days last week. Shake my head. Holy crap, Prince, you gotta be careful, man. It's a lot of people still out there with Rona, yo. Alex, I finally made it. Welcome to the chat. I won't be reviewing rides today. I won't be doing that tonight because Clayton is on a date night. um, I should probably be on a date night as well with my girlfriend, but I don't know. I'm tired today. Work really hit me hard today. I don't know if some of you guys follow me on Instagram and saw that I did a dashboard on 2022 Honda Odyssey. Um, yeah, man, I feel you. I only have 5 more classes and I graduate. Dude, it took me so long to graduate. It probably took me like, I don't know, 10 years, honestly, because I changed my major twice. I was undecisive for like the first 2, 3 years. I just fooled around with my friends. I still had that high school mentality in my system, and I was like, I didn't get my shit together until after 2016. So finally graduated in 2020 when COVID was a thing. So I didn't really get to walk or go to the ceremony that they did for us because they weren't doing that year. They finally did it on 2021, but I was like, no, just send my diplomas to my house. So that's what ended up happening. Um, Alex, uh, Duck Vision, not until your daddy set you straight. Oh my God, Duck. Um, I still haven't submitted, so it's all good. Uh, difference. I blame it on the quince I went to. Dude, I haven't been to a quinceañera. Um, I haven't been to a quinceañera in like the longest time, dude. Like super long. I think the last time I went to one was, I think I was still a kid, but I don't like that whole like ceremony of like okay, I guess I don't know. I guess it's Mexican tradition, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm not Mexican enough to be doing these type of things. I don't like going to quinceañeras. I got invited to one afterwards. I was like, no, I don't like doing the whole rehearsal. I don't care for that. Uh, what you major in, Ethan? So I at first I was doing computer science, computer programming. I did that for about the first 3 years. Oh my god, why isn't this focusing? Is this like not focusing? What's going on? Okay. So the first 3 years I did computer science, computer programming, and that shit's hard. That shit is not easy. There's a lot of there's a lot of thinking to it. I wanted to do like video game design. I also did a lot of web design, basically anything computer related or like web that my college offered, my local community college offered. That's what I ended up doing. Um, I just had like this brain full of like knowledge that I wanted to have about computers, but I don't know. It seemed to have shifted when I guess I don't want to say got my first car, but like I guess that shifted when I finally like started watching more car stuff and I started liking cars. And I don't know, my community college offered a lot of automotive classes and programs. So I like to do auto body. So that was my first major change. I changed my major to auto body. Um, and I did auto body for about a year and a half. And while it is good, while it is an art auto body, um, I just didn't like the instructor. I really didn't like the instructor. His assistant was actually better of a instructor than the professor himself. And I would always talk to the assistant. I would always hang out with him. He was like an older guy. He was like in his 60s. He would talk about muscle cars and how he would race them and do all that. And then this, my instructor, my professor, he was just some guy that came from Italy. I guess he got like an inheritance, and he had like the best auto body shop in like all of Stockton and sold it for like 2 million. I don't know. I heard a lot of rumors about this guy, so I didn't like him. He always had like this cocky attitude, and basically he didn't really help you out. What he would say, he was like, go ask one of the older students, they'll show you. I was like, why the fuck do I gotta ask one of the older students? Aren't you my professor? I need help. Like, why can't you show me? So you would have A, B, C, and D auto body, um, basic and intermediate, and the basic one was nothing but welding. And this guy just wanted 10 perfect welds, and it was just really hard. So I told him like, hey, am I not doing this right? What am I doing wrong? Is my settings not correct? Like, what am I doing? And he would always say, go ask one of the advanced students. Like, fuck you, dude, fuck you. I had to go through that for a year and a half. Hated it, so I left it. I didn't go back to it. So second major change was finally automotive. Um, basically automotive, like whatever they call auto mechanics, I think it is. Um, and I did that for like about 2 or 3 years, and I finally finished all my automotive classes. But now I had to finish my general ed to get my degree in science for master technician or master automotive technician. And so I had to go back to do my general ed classes, which meant um, fitting in back into society, like carrying a backpack, my notepad and pencils, and holy crap, dude, I don't know, I just don't like that. And so I had to take two super basic math classes. Those were the last two classes I had left to do to get my GE or my AS associates. I think I took I think they call it algebra 1 and 2, or I don't know what they were called, but they were basic elementary math. And I was probably the oldest guy in these classes. I kid you not. It was nothing but kids fresh out of high school. And I'm like this 26-year-old, pretty much done with college, but just needed these two classes left um, to get my associates. And I was like, God. And funny enough, I made friends in that class. We had like these get-togethers where we would hang out after class and just help out with the homework, pass notes, and dude, it was like beautiful. Try to socialize with people. It is probably one of the most best things you can do in college. Socialize, do work groups, work study groups, or something like that. It will help you out a lot. I finally managed to pass math, and I felt so proud of myself. I don't know, guys. I was never good at math, or maybe I just don't pay attention and I can't grasp it. I don't know, guys. I really don't know, but I was glad I finally finished it, and pretty much that was my college life. Changed my major two times, and do I regret it? Um, I regret it because I felt like computers would have probably got me more money than what I'm doing right now. It's a obvious fact, you're going to get paid more for doing computer stuff rather than automotive, but there's probably different views to it. People are like, well, if you work for Ferrari or if you work for BMW, like all these places where they pay a lot of money, you could probably make a shit ton of money. But I don't know, guys. We all have different views. Don't get triggered by what I have to say. These are my opinions. Please let me catch up with the chat for a bit. um So I read Ethan. What your major in? Anth Ant Banks, bruh. Yo, what's up, cbass? Hey man, congratulations on the new Matrix that you bought. It's actually a really cheap one, dude. Marquise Reed. My friend has an '03 Matrix XRS with a blown engine. She wants 600 for it. Should I just grab it? Yeah. What the hell? So get it. Buy a 2ZZ for like about $1,000 and make that Matrix just look back to stock. I kid you not, you could get 5 grand for it. That's what I ended up doing. I bought this Matrix in Grass Valley, California. It's probably a little bit north of Roseville for $300. I put a $800 2ZZ in it. I put like maybe about another $500 in like brakes, gaskets, seals, oils, and whatnot. Sold that car for $5,500. I had a guy fly from Southern California to Northern California, and he bought it. Was happy, so happy that he bought it. Um, See the Venom. I mean, everyone changes their mind and stuff. Like that happens. A guy in my electrical class has been at my college for 5 years for the same reason. Oh, dude, I hella forgot. I did take electrical classes while in my computer programming phase. So I did computer programming and basic electrical. So they would show you how to like build circuits and whatnot. And then that finally led to um I forgot what was the company name. Fanuc? I think it was Fanuc. Basically, the big robot arms at the factories where they build the cars, they would give you the remote, and you would program the the hand to do certain procedures and certain uh, routes, I guess, that you program it to do. And I did get my certificate for that, but I don't know, guys. It's one of those things like you're comfortable where you're at. So like trying something new, like leaving automotive and to try that, it just felt weird. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes I regret the decisions I did make in my college life, but you know, you can't really beat yourself too much for it because you're just gonna just make yourself feel bad about it. So just be happy. Look at the positives. Like if I wouldn't have done automotive or if I wouldn't have done car stuff, I probably wouldn't have had the friends that I have now. I probably wouldn't. be where I'm at. I probably, you know, I don't know, guys. It's just a good way of seeing things, of the stuff that I managed to do. Uh, let's see. My mom made me dance in one once. Damn, I'm in computer science right now. Wow. Good luck, dude. Good luck. There's a lot of like reading and a lot of programming for that, man. Prince. Igualmente. Foo. My ass couldn't dance for shit. No wonder why I pull no Latinas. Cough, cough. Dude, the quinceañeras dancing. I don't know. What is it with that? Like, do people still do those nowadays? I don't know. Like, maybe because I don't follow obviously 15-year-olds or little girls, but I don't really see people posting much about a quinceañera. I don't know if it's like still a thing. I'm taking 8 classes right now. It's exhausting. Also, my name is Axel, like Axel, not Alex. Oh, I misread that. My bad, Axel. Jeez, my bad, Axel. Uh, Half Banks, bro. It was focusing on storms. Oh, jeez, I can't read for shit, man. This glare. So, dude, I bought this headset because I just thought it was cool, and I like the strap that it has up here, the design. But this glare, the RGB that this has, it glares on my glasses. So like I sometimes kind of can't see. And you could turn this off. I actually don't want to mess with it right now because I don't want to mess with the settings. But you could turn it off. But the thing is, the lights they glare on my glasses, and I sometimes can't see the chat right. So sorry about that, guys. Um, Duck Vision. I originally was going into computer science back in 2003. My first job out of high school was in a call center. Noped out of being in a room sitting in front of a computer all day. Yeah, that's the thing. So if you, I don't know, I feel like if you get like a computer job or something, you're gonna be more sitting down in front of a computer watching a screen rather than in automotive. You're up and about, you're walking, you're moving, you're wrenching and whatnot. And I just feel like there's more to it. There's more stuff to do. But obviously, maybe I wasn't looking in the right path or the right job. Maybe there is a fun computer job out there that I'm not aware of, but who knows? I already chose my path, my career path. Let's get over it. See the venom, bro. Me and you are the same. I felt like when I started school, I wanted to do stuff with computers. Mostly wanted to get into video gaming design, but cars had caught my eye since I was a kid. So now, see the venom. I love computers. I love messing with computers. I love opening computers, building them. It was something I did all my high school life. I did emulators. I modified emulators. We did coding on them back in high school. It was so funny. I don't want to say I was a loser in high school, but like in ninth and 10th grade, all I did was with my friends, we would go to the library, and we would go to the computer lab, and we would just play emulators. We would like like just like customize them. I had this one guy that was I had this one friend that was basically doing Ocarina of Time, like redesign from the ground up. Like that, he was putting so much work into this thing. I regret not staying in contact with him. He was a really good friend of mine. We would always play Super Smash Brothers after school, but I don't know. Just you just lose interest in these friends because they don't share the same interests. And obviously, I was starting to pick up interest in cars, so that just went different direction. Duck Vision, bro. I know what you mean. I went back to school in 2016 to complete my GE as well. Felt out of place, dude. I know when we were talking about that back in the day or a couple of years ago, dude. It feels weird. Like you're in a class and there's nothing but young people and you're like the only old ass guy there. It just felt out of place, out of weird. I don't know. Like yeah, sometimes you go to you have a class and you would see like the older guy over there in the corner, and I don't know. I just felt out of place. So, um, Ethan, I'm a computer science major right now, but I'm still feeling kind of meh about it right now. Not that it's too difficult. I'm just not sure what I want to do with it yet. Like, what do you mean you don't know what do you like? What do you want to do with it? What do you mean like that? Um, do you feel like you don't know what kind of job you can get with your certificate or your with your degree, or what do you mean exactly? I didn't start getting into cars until senior year of high school because of Clay. Oh my god, fucking Clayton. Prince, babyface, you would look like a good dude. I kid you not. I didn't start letting my beard grow out till I don't know 2016. I think, yeah. So I would shave. I would literally shave all of like senior year throughout my whole 2016 2015 era. When I first got my job, I kind of noticed that I guess the thing was to like kind of grow your beard. So I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll grow my beard, and so I just let it grow. But all of like 2010 to 2016, I was babyface cbass. Like, there's a couple pics out there of me with babyface. If you look hard enough, you'll see babyface Seabass out there. um, Indy the Panda. At least you went to college. Indy the Panda. You are so correct, man. Um, my dad, he went to college but didn't finish. Because he couldn't write fast enough. He's I don't know what I don't know what why he's like this, but he's left-handed, but he writes super slow. Like he can't write fast enough, so he would fall behind on his notes. And when he was in college, they didn't offer like these special assistants that would come to you and like write down your notes. They didn't offer any of those services back when he was in college, so he couldn't finish college because he couldn't write notes fast enough. And obviously laptops back then weren't really easy to get because they were something new and expensive. So obviously he came from a poor family, couldn't get a laptop to type. So he dropped out of college. And one thing he did say is like, son, doesn't matter that it took you 10 years, at least you got to finish college. It's something that I wanted to do, but I never got the chance or the opportunity because of my disability. And it just, he made me feel good about it. It did take me 10 years. It took me 10 years, guys. It's it doesn't sound good, but at least you get to say I finished college. I got my associates in science, and it feels good. I have my diplomas over there in my drawer or something, but it just feels good that I finished college. That's the most I'll say. um, Ethan, just looking into different career paths, and I'm not sure if anything's really catching my eye. See, yeah, so they also offered, or they still offer this class in my college. I think they call it, I forgot what it was called, but basically you would answer these questions and they would get to determine the type of person you are, the type, how would you like to work? I forgot what it's called. I really do. God. But when I finished this class, they had determined that I was likely to be good at working on my own. I don't know why. I swear to God, guys, if I find I think I still have it on my Facebook. I took a picture of it, and it said that I'm more than likely to be more comfortable to work on my own and whatnot. But I was like, this can't be fucking right, dude, because look at me in my last year at college. I did so well when I did those work study groups with the math class, and I was like, what the hell? I forgot what it was called. I think it was called like career path or something, or I can't remember, guys, but it was just weird. Uh, Shaved beard, mustache only. Fuck it. Oh god, dude, I would look like a Amish if I just shaved the mustache. I'd look Amish, and I did that one time because I didn't really know how to shave, so I was just like doing my mustache because I wanted it to grow thicker. And I swear to God, someone called me, "Why the fuck you look?" One of my friends was like, "Why the fuck you look like Amish?" I was like, "Dude, I'm just trying to shave my beard so it could grow, I guess, thicker. Because I guess that's a thing that you have to shave so they could grow thicker." I don't know. Uh, all right, but anyways, I just wanted to, I guess, get to the whole conversation on the Odyssey because I don't know. It seemed like a lot of you caught interest, or I guess that I'm already flat rate. I got a lot of congratulations. Everyone's all happy for me, and flat rate is not easy, guys. It is not easy. This is the end of my second week as flat rate at Honda, and I've already done a dashboard removal on a 2022 Honda Odyssey. So basically, this car came in for oil change and tire rotation. He also had a scraping noise from his driver's side window whenever the window would go back up. It would have like this so loud scraping noise. And then he also had a complaint of whenever he turns on and off the AC, it would make three rapid clicks. And or whenever he would change mode from top vents to bottom vents or both, it would click as well three times. And these clicks weren't quiet, they were pretty loud. It felt like there was like a rat under your dashboard just scratching away or tapping. And when I got the vehicle in, the window one was pretty easy. I basically had someone sit in the driver's seat, and I pulled on the window door molding. So I pulled on it, noise went away when the window went up and down. So obviously I recommended a new window door molding. The long strip where the door and the window meet, I guess that's what I recommended, and the noise went away luckily. And this is a vehicle with 7,000 miles, mind you. 7,000 miles, Honda Odyssey 2022. And so basically all the work would be warranty. So that's the bad thing about dealerships. Warranty time, you're gonna get fucked. I don't care how fast you are, you're gonna get fucked. I know. I'm probably sure there's a couple of dealership guys out there in the chat that know that warranty work at a dealership does not pay, and it really doesn't. Um, the job I did for the HVAC box only paid 6.7 hours, and I did that job in 10 and a half hours or something like that. Um, Basically, the way I diagnosed it, I pulled the car in, I heard the clicking, and I pulled the glove box off, and I did hear the clicking coming from the center. So I got my flashlight, I shined it, and I saw that one of the motors was jumping. It was jumping whenever I was changing the modes. So I went in there, I unplugged the motor, the noise went away. So I was like, okay, well, obviously it might be the gears, or is it going to be the door? I didn't think it was going to be the door, so I took off the motor and I kind of moved it, and the gears didn't seem damaged, or the gears seemed like they were damaged. Because I don't know if I make sense. So I ordered a new motor, thinking, okay, well, the gears are probably damaged. Possibly it's just a bad motor from the factory. So I got a replacement motor. I put it in. Noise was still there. I was like, okay. And I opened the vent manually with my hand, and I didn't feel any resistance. I didn't. So I was like, fuck, what could it be? If the motor's not it or the door, like what could it be? So Honda has like this forum that's just within like the Honda dealerships, within the techs, and they share like their concerns, their finds, whatever they see in their work, and if they do find a resolution, they put it and they label the comment as resolved. So I went to the forum and I found this guy. He described the noise as fluttering. Fluttering. I never heard this word fluttering, but I was like, okay, whatever. I kind of heard it more as like a clicking, like click, 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 click. But I played the guy's video. Lo and behold, it's the same sound. I was like, fuck. And it said right there that he had to replace the whole HVAC box. Basically, this box is where your evaporator and your heater core sit in, and the door that opens and closes was rubbing up against the plastic. So because it was having tension or it was binding, the motor would jump and it would make those clicking noises. So that's why I was hearing those clicking noises when the door would open and close because it was binding up. So I had to recommend an HVAC box and it arrived yesterday. So I removed everything. The dashboard came out and I managed to do all that in 1 hour. So I was like, okay, well, the next day when I come back, I'm gonna pull it out and go from there. So that's what I did, pulled it out, swapped over all the components from the bad box to the new box. Obviously, I had to evacuate the AC system and drain the coolant, or not drain it 100%, but I removed the hoses to the heater core, and I just got these vice grips, and I just like locked up the lines so all the coolant wouldn't drain out. So, dude, that was just so much work. And my shop foreman would actually come and help me on and off. Like, oh, here, let me do this for you, let me do that for you. Like, he started putting everything on the driver's side while I was putting everything on the passenger side, and so I would have taken longer if my shop foreman didn't come and help me out. So I think it would have been easily like another hour of me putting shit back together. But because my shop foreman came and helped me, it was a lot. The job went smoother, I guess, and didn't get to finish. I didn't get to finish till like 3 in the afternoon. I clocked into work today, got immediately into that job, and didn't finish till 3. Holy shit, guys. um, and I don't know. I feel like I'm more experienced with that now. So like, if I do get something, I'll easily know. Like, oh yeah, I know how to take that off because I already took it off once. So I guess that's the plus side of it. Whenever you do get something else, you're gonna be like, okay, well, I already know because I've done that before. So once that job was done, I managed to do another A12 service, which is an oil change, tire rotation, and engine and cabin filter, and got that knocked out in like half an hour, which is a 1.1 job. So I managed to get another hour of work before clocking out today, but I'm happy that that's over with. But my shop foreman did hit me with another diag that I did get last week. Um, Basically a 2011 ish. It's a ninth generation Civic 1.8. Um, it got towed in. Car wouldn't go into drive or reverse, and basically we determined that it needs a new CVT transmission. So it's on order. So I'm pretty sure next week it's gonna arrive, and that's gonna be my next big job. CVT on a 2011-ish Civic. Doesn't seem too bad, but the only reason I like doing the Toyotas is because the cross member supports the engine, and I don't have to I don't have to put like a cross beam on top of the engine bay to hold the engine up on a Toyota. But on a Honda, it's a different story. I have to because there's no cross member. There's only side and rear motor mounts. There's no front motor mount, so there wouldn't be a way to support the engine. So that sucks. So it, I don't think it's gonna be too bad. My neighbor next to me says that it's actually an easy job. You just gotta know. You just gotta like, I guess, know where everything goes and how it goes back together. But he said if I take my time on it, I'll be fine. Let me catch up on the comments. Spinny Boy, Amish people are nuts. I've seen them in Civics. Laugh out loud. Okay. Um, Ant Bank, bruh. Congrats on 10K. Came across your channel February 2020 when looking at a few different cars and was interested in the Rolex RS from one of your videos. Instantly learned about Matrix version and was sold, and your videos helped. Ant Anthony, um, I love the Corolla XRS. I love it. It's a great vehicle. I like the way it looks, and basically it's the, I guess, the competition of the Civic Si, but realistically the Matrix XRS, or the Matrix in general, is a better vehicle to transport. It is a better vehicle, I guess, practical wise, because the Matrix, it doesn't weigh much more than a Corolla XRS. And one advantage of the, or couple advantages that the Matrix has, is you obviously have that rear hatch glass to open. If you have something long that you need to put, you could pop it out from the hatch glass and still be on your way. And obviously the fold down seats, you could fit a lot of things in the back of a Matrix, guys. Like, I kid you not, I've already traveled with a pinball machine, an arcade game, engines, a lot of wood from Home Depot. um, and the Corolla just doesn't have that. The Corolla XRS specifically, S, LE, and CE obviously do, because you have the fold down seats. But the XRS, because it has that cross brace in the back seat, it doesn't come with fold down seats. So you're screwed there with whatever trunk space you have in the Corolla. And it's kind of limited. It really is. So that's one of the things I hate about the Corolla XRS. It's just, it's cool. I like it. You get to transport people because obviously it's four doors. But if I had the choice before I bought the Corolla, I probably would have went with the Matrix. But then you're gonna ask yourself, well, Seabass, you had that red XRS. Why didn't you keep it? Because I already have the Corolla XRS. I'm not gonna say, okay, well, I like the Matrix, so bye bye Corolla, get out of here. I've already told you guys, I'm one of those guys that if I if I buy a vehicle and I like it and I hold on to it and do a lot of things to it. If I do a lot of things to it, I don't want someone to enjoy what I did. I would much rather want that vehicle to rot in my backyard before I give it or sell it to someone, because I don't know if they're going to take care of it. I don't know if they're going to destroy it. I don't know if they're going to crash it, whatever. So that's why I don't see myself ever selling the Corolla XRS, my seventh generation Celica, let alone my sixth gen. Those vehicles are never going away. The Civic, on the other hand, the EG, I can't sell that, guys. I really can't, because it's actually my girlfriend's car. Believe it or not. I don't. I had a couple people ask, like, where did I get it? How much did I pay for it? I got that '92 Civic EG from her. Um, she, I guess, she got it stolen from in front of her house. They hotwired it, they joyrided it, and they crashed it. They crashed it into a pole. So obviously the damage resulted in the whole front end being crushed. And she, obviously the police found it, gave it back to her, but it was just in like pretty bad shape. So she parted most of it out. I think she sold the Tane coilovers. She sold the GSR transmission. Uh, she sold the Del Sol seats. What else did she sell off that car? The wheels. She had SI wheels. Sold those. and basically just sold a bunch of things off of it to the point where she was ready to send it to pick and pull. And I met her and I was like, before you send it to pick and pull, can I have it? And so she was like, you want that piece of shit? And I was like, yeah, give it to me. I'll take it. And so she signed the pink slip to me. It's actually clean title still. It's not salvage title. It's clean title. So I bought it from her. It sat at my house for about a year before I actually did start working on it. I went to pick and pull and pulled out a LS transmission. Um, and then the original B20 that I had, it unfortunately had rod knock. I put it all together, found out that I had rod knock, kind of felt a little bit discouraged, but I was like, you know what? I'm already here. Let's just go buy another B20. Bought another B20 at an import shop before they started selling them for like $700. I bought it for $300 from an import shop, and it works. Um, I also did notice EG shells are selling for a pretty penny right now. I don't know why. I guess the whole hype of like case swapping any older Civic is like a thing now. So as much as I do want to just do body work and just keep it as the B20, I'm kind of thinking about doing the case swap. I actually want to do the case swap. Eventually, not anytime soon. It's not going to be like next year, 2 years from now. Eventually, later down the road, I would like to do a TSX K24 swap in it. Let's answer some more questions. Chat's gonna end in, or live stream's gonna end in 14 minutes, guys. I'm gonna clock out in 1 hour, or once it becomes 1 hour. I think we're 47 minutes in. Actually, 13 minutes. All right. Thank you, Aunt Banks, bruh, for the 10K comment. Really appreciate it, and you've been a supporter of the channel for a good while now. Oh yeah, definitely agree. Checks off a bunch of boxes for me. Ripper Jack Media. Yo, what's my guy? Or what's up, my guy? It's Ripper Jack here from Tiger King 2. I love the work you do on the Celicas. I have a GTS, so I really appreciate your informative videos. Nice, man. Thank you. I try to spit out good content. I try to keep the community well informed of these vehicles. It's just my passion. It's just what I like to do. Because obviously there's other people out there that think they know, and then they say false information. Don't want to say names. He who shall not be named. Um, Evelio Portillo. Am I saying that right? One ZZFE turbocharged, worth it. Um, I've seen people put some pretty good numbers down with a 1ZZFE. There's a guy in Modesto that actually has a ninth generation turbocharged, and I believe he's creeping up 400s, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know his exact numbers, but if he's able to put down that power, I don't see why it wouldn't be a bad thing. I don't see why it would be bad. Go ahead and do it if you have the money. If not, then don't just put it together with like junkyard parts. I don't know. Duck Vision. Wow, that's really cool that the foreman helped you. Yeah, that really is, because it would have taken me a lot longer. Fuck that, dude. Um, Ali Nui Jake. Am I butchering your name? I'm so sorry. Hey, cbass, Jake here from Hawaii. It's not Jake from State Farm. I'm sorry. That's some cringe ass commercial from back in my day. My '04 Matrix XRS stalled because it overheated. Codes read that a secondary air injection system switching valve stuck closed, bank one. Pump stuck off, bank one. Does that mean my head gasket had blown? No. Um, but I don't see why those two codes would make the engine stall, because those codes are not related to anything engine wise other than emissions control. That's just reducing emissions on cold start. I don't think that would really cause your vehicle to stall. So you must have something else going on. Was that really just the codes you got? So one thing I would look for is obviously make sure you have spark, fuel, and air. Three things. That's what makes the engine go. Um, check your spark plugs. Sounds like a restrictive exhaust. Restrictive exhaust. Would it really duck? But if he's getting codes for the air injection system, that that shouldn't really cause that. I guess stalling because it overheated. Obviously, he has something else going on. But restrictive exhaust, I guess your cat could have broken apart inside, and now it's causing like a block, and maybe that's why it's overheating. Am I on the right path, Duck Sensei? Hmm. But I don't think just the air injection system would cause your vehicle to stall. That wouldn't cause that. Third code was engine coolant temperature sensor one circuit low. I would start there. Actually, dude, Clayton had that problem on the Celica GTS we went to go buy from Oakland. He had that code and the car was overheating because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think the fans were kicking on because that coolant temperature sensor wasn't working. So he replaced that sensor and then the fans started working again. Yeah, because the air injection can't pump the air into the exhaust, so it will throw a code for air. Clogged exhaust will stall the engine too because of the back pressure. Yeah, so possibly the cat broke up inside the exhaust and it's creating the back pressure, right? Because I think that's also the reason from that red matrix that I bought. I don't think I told you this. The exhaust that it originally had, it had a hollow cat. There was nothing in the cat. So we took off the exhaust and it was just rattling back and forth. And I took it apart and all the shit from the cat came out. So I had to get the cat replaced. I think I was talking to you about this. I think that's why. Oh no no no! Well, that wasn't the reason. The ladies too easy took a shit. The chain actually snapped. So I guess that wasn't the real cause. But um, yeah, I think what happened to her original muffler, all that shit got stuck in the muffler because they had an aftermarket muffler that she had welded on, but obviously the snow just rusted it, the hanger off, and it broke off. So that's why I got the TRD muffler from the Solara welded onto that matrix. But yeah, go replace that engine coolant temperature sensor, man. Uh, Ethan, I bought the Facebook Celica that's on your channel. I bought that Facebook Celica that's on your channel. It's my first manual car, and the whole thing has been really fun. I'm excited to learn a lot more, and your videos have. Wait, you actually bought the? Oh, wait, which Celica was it? Is it the one that Clayton bought from San Jose that he couldn't get the? I think we couldn't get one of the coil packs to go all the way in. It got stuck halfway, and turns out I guess the guy stripped the threads for the spark plug completely. And then I don't know what he ended up doing. He must have done something to it. So we couldn't get the coil pack to go all the way in. And we're like, fuck this too easy. Let's go get a new one and throw it on. Yeah, okay, I know which one you're talking about. Wow, I'm small world. I'm glad to see you here in the chat. I'll let Clayton know. How's the car running, dude? Oof, yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm loving my new death trap. Dude, that's what we call our cars, death traps. My V6 Celica is definitely a death trap. Papa Tom, have a 2000 Celica GT with a parasitic battery drain. Any thoughts on tracking the drain down? Thanks. Pull out fuse number one, fuse number two, fuse number three. Keep pulling out the fuse one by one. And so what I would do, get an amp meter. I guess attach it to your battery and see like if there's a draw. Fuck, how do I explain this? I just started doing this on my Celica because my V6 has a draw somewhere. Because if I leave the battery connected for like 2 weeks or a week, that battery will be dead. And What I did was I connected an amp meter to the battery, and I started pulling one fuse at a time to see which one has a draw somewhere. And turns out something in my radio circuit has a draw, or in my radio has a draw. So I don't know if it was when we did the harness that something was kind of messed around with. I don't know. I didn't do my harness, but something's going on in my radio circuit, which is causing my battery to drain. And I don't know. So I got to figure that out. But what I did was I started pulling one fuse at a time. And when that value changed from like whatever it was to something lower, I knew that was my draw. So probably the memory. But see, that's the thing. I've installed radios numerous times, so it's not like my first time installing. And I don't know if it's like I maybe got two wires touching each other. I guess I could go ahead and recheck that, but right now the V6 Celica is at my sister's house. It's not here at my house because I don't want the sun, the California sun, to just kill the paint. So yeah, I guess that kind of does make sense. NASCAR 427. Ali, I took it to the Toyota Servco dealership auto repair shop. They've done a diagnostic and told me that it could be a head gasket blown, and said that I'm looking to 3K to 4K repair job. That's a lot of money, dude. Um, find someone that works on cars that you know, like a family member or a friend. Have them do the swap. It's a super easy swap, dude. The 2ZZ is like me and Clayton can get that done in like, I don't know, 6 hours or so, maybe less. Pull out an engine, put one back in. Super easy swap, guys. And then you could probably pick up a 2ZZ for about $1,000, $1,200, depending where you buy it. So that's a lot of money, but I guess that's a dealership, so whatever. Still plan on doing car owner build interview series. Looking forward to it, dude. I keep telling Clayton this, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'll see if we could do something on Saturday or Sunday. I would love to do it. It's something that I have in my mind, in my ideas, that I want to expand the channel on, and I do want to like get people to set up appointments with me to do these kind of interviews, and I feel like it could be something good, man. That could be something good for the channel, but it's just our time schedule. Me having to go to work and only having 2 days off, and within those 2 days off, I have to do other things. So it's like I barely have any time off, guys. It's hard, and that's why I just record whatever it is I do whenever I work on a car. I just record whatever it is, and I don't know. I feel like that's content that I'm not. I guess I'm how can I say this? Fuck, I can't speak right now. I'm missing out on content because I'm not doing it. Fuck it, send Clay to Hawaii. Jeez, man. I don't know. I'll talk to Clay probably this Saturday, tomorrow Saturday. I'll talk to him and see if he wants to probably help me out and maybe do it. But who knows? I don't know. We'll see. Um, I don't know. But anyways, pretty much live stream's gonna end. I'm just gonna say a couple of things. Obviously next week, Sunday, we are having a Celica meet with Clayton at the Great Mall in Milpitas, and hope to see you guys there. Hopefully a lot of you guys go, because this is gonna be a meet, the second time we host or I host a meet. So hopefully it's a good turnout, and we'll go from there. I gotta go use the bathroom. I'm dancing in my chair. So good night, people. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.